I was going in not worried about a thing. And it just kept getting worse and worse as the day went on. And they were thinking it was stage 0 breast cancer. I had a biopsy the next day. And then by Friday, I had gotten the phone call that I had cancer. It was really hard to weed through everything that you were reading because you kept thinking, oh my gosh, how bad is this? And until you had the answers, and you don't get those right away. You don't know what to expect. You don't know where to go, what questions to ask. And it was very difficult because, Wikipedia or WebMD, they don't really give you the most accurate information. And it's not information that you can process. And physicians, they talk to you and they throw out huge words, and trying to understand what that means and how to process it, and then how to explain it again to a loved one who's not there at the doctor's appointment with you is very difficult to do. My first day of chemo is when I got Dr. Joe's book. I think reading the book helped me with acceptance. Originally, it was, if you don't say anything about it, maybe it'll go away. And it doesn't. He really explains in the book just that the beginning of the journey, this is what happens. This is what cancer is. And explains it in a way that is very understandable with the weeds and the dandelion and your flower bed. And to me, I'm like, wow, I never thought of it that way. It's like you have this really pretty flower bed and you have this one dandelion. And how are you going to get rid of that one dandelion? And how extensive is that root system with that one dandelion? And I think anyone who gets diagnosed, being able to explain that to family members and to children, I think would make a huge difference, because I didn't know how to bring it up to my little kids. And I'm thinking, oh, they're young, they won't know what's going on. And at 5 and 6 at the time, they knew something was wrong and they knew something was up. But I didn't know how to bring it up. And I could have talked about the dandelion and the flower bed and they would have understood perfectly.
It's really hard. I don't know how many
When you look at Dr. Joe's book, it looks happy. It doesn't have this sad, gloomy, oh, you have cancer feel to it. I really liked it because it broke down all the big terminology so that you could understand it. And not just understand it like, oh yeah, that makes sense, but really apply it. So pathology, it means this, and this is how you can apply it to life. For my husband, when he looked at it, he could see, like, okay, this is what's coming up. This is your next doctor's appointment. We're going to be talking about treatment options. Let's look at this section, let's read it, and let's come up with the questions that we need to ask. So it almost became like a roadmap for us of what are we going to do next? What are the next steps in my healthcare journey? This is what I feel like every woman needs at the very, very start of that long journey ahead of them. If I didn't have the tools to ask the questions and the ability to advocate for myself to get the second opinion, I could have made some very bad mistakes along the way. So I really think owning your healthcare and being informed as much as you can be will make your journey a positive journey instead of something that you're going to look back going, I really wish I had done this instead of this.